Oh, Alexa Philippou ended up dropping the news right here. So first she tweeted this. The WNBA has announced the 6 participants for Friday's three-point contest, right? And these are the names: AZ Fudd, Marina Mabry, Ryan Howard, Natisha Heidemann, Janelle Salon, Bridget Carrollton. All right, so those are the 6 shooters that are going to be in the three-point contest, and people lost their mind on it.
Look at that reaction. That's not just disappointment. That's genuine frustration from someone who's been waiting 3 years for this moment. Because here's what just happened. Caitlin Clark, the player who's been breaking viewership records left and right, the woman who's averaging 2.5 million viewers per game, just declined to participate in the WNBA three-point contest. And the fallout? It's revealing something much bigger about how this league operates.
A source told ESPN. So she ended up declining, man. Now, honestly, there are players, the players that are on the list are shooting better from the three than Caitlin and Sabrina. They're both a little low. I think Caitlin is at 33%. Sabrina is at maybe, I want to say like 28 or something like that, 28% from the three. So, I mean, Kayla McBride, she's shooting like 39 from the three. So I really don't know why they declined. Maybe wanted to just give other players an opportunity to be in it. But, man, I've been waiting for Caitlin to be in this thing for 3.
Now here's the context everyone needs to understand. Alexa Philippou from ESPN broke the news on July 18th, announcing 6 participants for Friday's three-point contest. Araiko Gumbawale, Marina Mabre, Ryan Howard, Natisha Heidemann, Jonquel Jones, and Bridget Carleton. Solid shooters, all of them. But notice who's missing? The 3 names that would actually move the needle. Because according to ESPN sources, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Kayla McBride were all invited, and all 3 declined. Think about what that means for a second. The league's biggest draw, the player who just pulled 3 million viewers at peak, said no thanks, and she's not alone.
3 years now. I need some Caitlin in that three-point contest, man. You know what I'm saying? Knocking down those threes. I know she said she wanted to do her first one in the WNBA. Remember, they were trying to do the crossover with Steph, right? I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see that too, man. Had a special moment. Oh, I might have just figured out what they're trying to do then. Hold on. What if Steph come over and do the three-point contest against Caitlin and Sabrina? But it doesn't make sense Kayla McBride is thrown in there. Maybe they're trying to throw us off. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing stuff to the wall and seeing if it sticks.
But here's where it gets interesting. Let's talk actual numbers, because the shooting percentages tell a story. Caitlin's sitting at 33% from 3 this season. Sabrina's at 28%. These aren't exactly elite numbers. Meanwhile, Kayla McBride is draining 39% from deep. So you could argue the players who accepted are statistically more deserving based on current performance. Except that's not how marketing works. That's not how you build an event. The three-point contest isn't just about who's shooting the best percentage in game situations, it's about who people want to watch. And right now, that's Caitlin Clark, period. Look at the numbers. After Caitlin dropped 45 points on Seattle, the next game became the most watched WNBA game on any network this season. CBS Sports pulled 2.5 million viewers. That same matchup back on June 6th, also 2.5 million. CBS now holds the top 2 most watched WNBA games this year, and both featured Indiana.
Honestly, but that would be dope. If Steph come over and do a three-point shootout with Caitlin and Sabrina, that's what people been asking for the past, I want to say 2 years. That first year we heard about Sabrina going over to the NBA. She did that, right? They had that three-point shooting contest with him. And yeah, we had that whole thing where they were like, look, Steph need to come over to the WNBA, yada, yada, yada. So I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. Hopefully that might be something they have in the bag that's a surprise or something, because I can't hold y'all, man. I got love for these players, right? I got love for these players, but man, none of these names are popping out.
Now watch this speculation carefully, because it's actually pretty fascinating. What if this isn't just about players declining? What if there's something else being planned? Remember 2 years ago when everyone was calling for Steph Curry to come over to the WNBA after Sabrina went to the NBA for that three-point shootout? That conversation never really died. So here's the theory. What if Caitlin and Sabrina decline because they're setting up something bigger? A crossover event with Steph, the greatest shooter in basketball history, coming to the W for a three-point contest. That would be massive. That would break the internet. But then Kayla McBride declining throws a wrench in that theory, unless they're just trying to throw everyone off the scent. which honestly in today's social media landscape would be a smart play.
None of these names are popping out at the masses. That's not going to make people watch. You do have people that like the W, like a lot of the other players throughout the league. Like, I do like some of these players, right? But you got to think about the people that don't watch. You got to think about the people that don't like basketball. How are you going to draw those eyes, man? And Caitlin does that, all right? Caitlin does that. She declined. So the next best thing I would say is get somebody from the most popular team in the league. You telling me Kelsey Mitchell couldn't make this?
Here's what's undeniable though. None of these 6 names move the needle for casual fans, and that's a problem. Let's be completely honest about this. Irake Ogunbowale is talented. Marina Mabre can shoot. Ryan Howard, Natisha Heidemann, Jonquel Jones, Bridget Carlton, all solid players. But if you're trying to attract viewers who don't already watch the WNBA, these names don't do it. You know what does? Putting someone from the Indiana Fever in that contest. Because right now, Indiana is the most popular team in the league by a mile. The viewership data proves it. Every time they play, records fall.
I mean, unless she declined too. All right, because I'm looking, 3 points, 3-point attempts, right? 6.5, 7 if you're rounding. She's shooting 42% from the 3. 42% from the 3, fam. That is better than Ryan. That is better than Marina Mabre. Now they're taking, let's see, Ryan, she's shooting 2 more shots than Kelsey, and Marina is shooting 1 more if we're rounded, right? Like, are you kidding me? Kelsey Mitchell is on fire, man, and you decide not to put her in this list of contestants?
So let's talk about the most obvious snub, Kelsey Mitchell. This is where the decision-making becomes genuinely questionable. Kelsey is attempting 6.5 three-pointers per game. We'll round that to 7. And she's shooting 42% from deep. 42%. That's elite. Compare that to who made the cut. Ryan Howard is taking 2 more shots per game than Kelsey and shooting a lower percentage. Marina Mabre is taking 1 more shot and also shooting worse. So why isn't Kelsey Mitchell in this contest? She's on fire right now. She's part of the league's most popular team. She's shooting better than multiple players who got invited. The only explanation that makes sense is either she also declined or someone in the league office doesn't understand basic marketing.
Are you kidding me? Are you, like, what are you doing, man? Somebody played a Chris Brown. You know it's obvious. Come on, dog. It's obvious to put Kelsey Mitchell in this thing. Like, what are you thinking? And then not only that, I mean, Sophie Cunningham, dog, shooting 44% from the 3. Man, that lady got a sniper out there on the floor, and you decided to skip over her too?
And it's not just Kelsey. Sophie Cunningham is shooting 44% from 3. 44%. She's a sniper, and she's doing it while sharing the court with 3 All-Stars in Phoenix. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, and Kalea Copper. That means defenses aren't even keying on her as the primary threat, and she's still knocking down nearly half her threes. Look at the comparison with Irake Ogunbowale, who did make the cut. Irake's shooting 38.8% from 3, and she's only taking 1 more shot per game than Sophie. Meanwhile, Sophie's doing this with 3 All-Stars drawing defensive attention. Irake's doing it with 2. The efficiency difference is significant.
Now, 2 players I'm thinking about that could be replaced by Sophie could be Azzi Fudd, right? She's shooting 38.8 and she's only shooting 1 more shot than Sophie Cunningham. And mind you, Sophie Cunningham, Sophie is shooting this, doing this with 3 All-Stars. 3 All-Stars on her team, dog. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Not 2. Azzi's doing it with 2. Sophie's doing it with 3. That's wild, man. No kills.
Here's what this reveals about the league's priorities. Either they genuinely don't understand who their audience wants to see, or they're deliberately trying to spread opportunities around without considering the business implications. And look, there's something admirable about wanting to showcase different players, but you can't build a league on good intentions alone. The WNBA is at a critical moment. Viewership is up dramatically because of Caitlin Clark and the Fever. That's not an opinion, that's measurable fact. CBS just had their best WNBA numbers since 2000. The All-Star Game broke records. Every time Indiana plays, people tune in. So when you have an opportunity to capitalize on that momentum with an All-Star Weekend event, and you don't put anyone from the Fever in the 3-point contest, you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving viewers on the table. You're missing the moment.
See, Mitchell, I mean, come on, dog. You gotta pull somebody from the most popular team in the league. Do you not like them? Man, they treating the Indiana Fever players like stepchildren, man. I don't understand it, dog. It's weird at this point. I believe them. They said they hate us. I believe them. Now, we do got to talk about Caitlin Clark getting Player of the Week. Shout out to her, man.
We got another Player of the Week.
Now let's talk about Caitlin's Player of the Week award, because this is actually a bright spot in all this. She keeps stacking these accolades, and rightfully so. The consistency is remarkable. Week after week, she's putting up performances that demand recognition. But here's the interesting part about that photo, where she's throwing up the Gamecock sign. She's a Hawkeye, always has been, always will be. So what's happening there? Is she recruiting South Carolina players to Indiana? Is this some kind of inside joke? Did she lose a bet? Whatever the explanation, it's the kind of moment that generates conversation. It's organic engagement, and it's exactly the type of personality-driven content the WNBA should be amplifying.
Hey, man, what in the Gamecock is going on here, man? Why is she throwing up these Gamecock signs and she's a Hawkeye? Like, what's going on, man? Hey, she might be recruiting all those Gamecock players. That's what's going on. It's Caitlin Clark recruiting all these Gamecock players. What's going on, man? Did you lose a bet? Now, I do want to talk about this with Sophie Cunningham. I mean, they banned this girl's meme. Banned.
Which brings us to the Sophie Cunningham situation, because this is where the league's PR problems become crystal clear. The WNBA Players Association just blocked official partners 2K, Numi, Liz, Breaking T from monetizing Sophie's viral stare-down meme with Dewana Bonner. They called the gesture derogatory and said they won't feature or profit from on-court confrontations. Let me say this clearly, this is terrible business. That meme went viral, it was everywhere. Sophie Cunningham became a trending topic. People who don't watch basketball were sharing that clip, and the league's response was to shut it down. Fortunately, Sophie kept her full NIL rights and monetized it independently. She got her bag despite the league trying to stop it. But think about what message this sends.
Her point. Her emote. Banned it from other companies that the WNBA are partnered with. Banned it from being used, man. This is crazy work. Now, this is the WNBPA, okay? Basically, the Players Association says the WNBA Players Association just blocked official partners 2K, Panini, Liz, Breaking T from monetizing Sophie Cunningham's viral stare-down meme of the Dewana Bonner, calling the gesture derogatory. Are you kidding me, man?
Here's what makes this even more absurd. The WNBA has literally promoted on-court confrontations in their own marketing. Remember that Welcome to the W commercial? The one with the disclaimer saying the following footage is offensive, defensive, extremely confident, occasionally disrespectful. They showed players getting in each other's faces. They celebrated the intensity and the edge. So you can promote confrontation when it serves your narrative. But when a player goes viral organically and tries to monetize her own moment, suddenly it's too much? That's not just inconsistent, it's actively working against your own player's interests. Sophie Cunningham is one of the most Googled players in the league right now. It's her, Caitlin, and Angel Reese at the top of the search results. That's the kind of mainstream recognition you can't buy with traditional advertising, and the league tried to kill it.
They won't feature or profit from on-court confrontations. Man, are you kidding me? But she said, they did say, but Sophie keeps her full NIL rights and can cash in independently, which she did. She said, look, I'm gonna do it. All right, y'all not gonna stop my bag. Y'all are not about to stop my bag. I'm gonna get out here and make this money from this. And it's sad to see how bad the PR for the WNBA is, man. It's ridiculous work, all right? You have so much that you can promote. Y'all be missing.
The pattern here is becoming impossible to ignore. The WNBA keeps missing opportunities to capitalize on organic moments of growth. They had Caitlin Clark mania in college, millions of people watching her games, breaking NCAA viewership records. The league could have been preparing for her arrival, building storylines, creating anticipation. Instead, they seemed almost surprised by her impact. They have Sophie Cunningham going viral with a meme that humanizes her, makes her relatable, shows personality beyond just basketball skills. Perfect opportunity to lean into it, sell merchandise, create content around it. Instead, they try to shut it down. They have the Fever as the hottest ticket in the league, with Caitlin and Kelsey forming one of the most exciting backcourts in basketball. Perfect opportunity to feature them in All-Star Weekend events. Instead, neither makes the three-point contest.
In the moments, it's moments. You got to take advantage of every moment that is going viral to help this league grow, to put more eyes on this league. This is one of those moments, man. You have Sophie Cunningham, like literally, if you Google it, I say this all the time. You Google it, you got Caitlin, Angel, Sophie. Those are the top 3 Google players, dog. You got to take advantage of this moment right here, man. How can you ban the meme? This is ridiculous, man. And you know it's crazy because I remember specifically it being a commercial. Do y'all remember this commercial?
Now let's address the viewership numbers one more time because they're genuinely staggering. CBS Sports just delivered the most watched WNBA game on any network this season. The Saturday New York Liberty versus Indiana Fever matchup averaged 2.5 million viewers and peaked at over 3 million. That's the second most watched WNBA game on any network since 2000. Think about that timeline. Since 2000. We're talking about 24 years of WNBA basketball, and this season is producing viewership numbers that haven't been seen in over 2 decades. CBS now holds the top 2 spots for most watched games this year, both featuring Indiana. July 18th, New York at Indiana, 2.5 million viewers. June 6th, Indiana at New York, 2.5 million viewers. The consistency is remarkable. It's not a fluke. It's not one random spike. It's sustained, repeatable audience growth.
Commercial, dog, and I'm gonna play it back, but this is the moment that I remember. Confrontation in this commercial, and they are literally promoting this, man. Look.
Warning, the following footage is offensive.
Williams with the finish.
Defensive.
Driving in the paint. In the stands.
Extremely confident. Occasionally disrespectful. And so devastatingly good, you'll change your passwords to WNBA 2025 OMG so good. These Supers can hoop! Exclamation point, exclamation. Viewer discretion is a...
Here's what makes Caitlyn's impact even more impressive. She's doing this despite everything happening around the Fever organization. The coaching drama, the roster construction questions, the media controversies, all of it could have derailed the narrative. Instead, she keeps finding ways to keep people engaged, keep people watching, keep people talking. And the fans who said they were done watching, many of them are still here. Every video about the Fever gets comments saying, "I'm not watching anymore," but the viewership numbers keep climbing. That disconnect between what people say online and what they actually do is fascinating. The reality is that Caitlin Clark has become appointment television. People want to see what she does next. They want to see if she'll have another 45-point explosion. They want to see how she responds to adversity. They want to watch her development in real time.
Advised. Welcome to the W.
Welcome to the W, all right? This was being promoted, all right? Confrontation being promoted in this commercial. Come on, man, what are we talking about? And last but not least, we have to talk about, once again, Caitlin Clark dominating viewership. This is crazy, man. Right after the game where Caitlin dropped 45 points on the Seattle's Tater Tot, people were trying to actually tune in and watch the next game because they got excited. They said, hold on now. This is MVP Caitlin. She might just be back. Look at this, man. CBS Sports delivers most watched WNBA game on any network this season. Sheesh. Saturday's New York Liberty at Indiana Fever game is the second most watched WNBA game on any network since 2000. Sheesh. My goodness, man. Primetime matchup averaged.
So where does this leave us? The three-point contest will happen without Caitlin Clark, without Sabrina Ionescu, without Kelsey Mitchell, without Sophie Cunningham. It'll feature 6 players who are legitimately good shooters, but who don't have the mainstream recognition to drive significant viewership. Maybe there's a surprise coming. Maybe Steph Curry really is going to show up and create a crossover moment that breaks the internet. That would be incredible, and it would explain why Caitlin and Sabrina declined. But until we see actual evidence of that, it's just speculation. What we know for certain is this: the WNBA is experiencing unprecedented growth, driven primarily by one player and one team. The Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark are bringing millions of new viewers to the league. These are people who never watched before, who didn't know the players, who couldn't name a single team. Now they're tuning in regularly, learning the rosters, engaging with the content. That's the opportunity. That's the moment the league is living in right now, and the question becomes, are they going to maximize it, or are they going to keep making decisions that leave people scratching their heads? The three-point contest decision is just one example, but it's emblematic of a larger pattern. When you have a chance to put your most popular players in front of the biggest audience, you take it. When you have a viral moment that's generating organic interest, you amplify it, not suppress it. When you have viewership numbers that haven't been seen in 24 years, you figure out what's working and you do more of it. Instead, we're seeing a league that seems almost uncomfortable with its own success. Like they're not quite sure what to do with all this attention, so they default to the way things have always been done. 6 deserving three-point shooters get their moment, regardless of whether anyone outside the existing fan base will watch. Players Association blocks monetization of viral content because it doesn't fit their vision of how the league should be portrayed. Official marketing celebrates confrontation, but unofficial viral moments get shut down. It's confusing, it's contradictory, and it's leaving opportunities on the table at a time when the WNBA can't afford to waste a single one. Look, 20 years from now, we're going to look back at this era as a turning point. The moment when the WNBA either capitalized on unprecedented momentum to establish itself as a permanent fixture in American sports culture, or the moment when they had lightning in a bottle and let it slip away. The Caitlin Clark era, the viewership explosion, the mainstream attention, this doesn't come around often. Maybe it never comes around again. So when decisions get made about All-Star Weekend events, about how to handle viral moments, about which players to feature and promote, those decisions matter. They have consequences that extend beyond this season, beyond this year, beyond this generation of players. The fans are showing up. 2.5 million people are tuning in to watch Indiana Fever games. That's real, that's measurable, that's the foundation you build on. But you have to actually build on it. You have to give those fans reasons to keep coming back, keep investing their time and attention and money into this league. And right now, some of the decisions being made don't align with that goal. They just don't. You can respect the players in the three-point contest while also acknowledging that Kelsey Mitchell shooting 42% from 3 probably deserved a spot. You can appreciate the league wanting to control its image while also recognizing that Sophie Cunningham's viral meme was harmless fun that brought new eyes to the product. These aren't contradictions. These are opportunities to do better, to be smarter, to think more strategically about building something sustainable. Because here's the thing about Caitlin Clark's impact. It's not guaranteed to last forever. Player popularity is fickle. Viewership trends